Welcome students to my amazing new class about how you can make potentially unlimited profit on Alibaba.com. Alibaba is the world's largest e-commerce website and you should be part of it as well. The reason you really want to be part of Alibaba.com, you want to get products pretty cheap on Alibaba and sell them on Amazon FBA or eBay. I'll also be teaching you every other cool and interesting location you can go and get different kind of products to resell online as well. This is an awesome course for you. It doesn't matter if you're a beginner or an expert, you will be learning a lot of new methods and things you have not known before how to make money online. In fact, we'll be covering all kinds of different concepts such as arbitrage, dropshipping, and wholesaling. And using all of those methods combined, I'll be teaching you how you can make money. Now, if you have any question to ask me, I'm going to be answering it right away. Within 24 hours or less. The reason I answer questions even faster, maybe even the second you ask me, is that I'm so busy making money online for myself and for you. I have a lot of time to answer the question back. So, don't forget to ask me the question, and if you really enjoyed this class, do not forget to review it as well. Write your review. Let me know what you think on the upper right side, and it's going to help a future student know how awesome this class was for you. Welcome students! In this particular section, I'll show you how much money I was able to make on eBay using the methods I'll be teaching you in this class alone. How would you like to make the same or even more amount of money? If you do want to make it, join in this class and I'll teach you every method that I used to make this kind of cash. And you can do this as well. On eBay itself, I made about 1,066 transactions, which earned me to be a top-rated power seller on this awesome website. In the past few months, out of 188 transactions that I did, I was able to make $5,800. My total sum of money I was able to make is $20,000, and that's out of 625 transactions. Let me show you now my AliExpress profile. This is my profile on AliExpress. As you can see, I bought around 59 items on it. AliExpress is the same site as Alibaba. This is just one place out of many that I want you guys to know. You don't want to get everything and sell it from AliExpress or Alibaba. You want to get your sources from multiple different locations. You're getting the best kind of products that are going to make money for you. And in this course, I'll be teaching you every single method that I know of, how to make money online. So you can make almost as much as I did, or even more if you implement the same exact methods that I actually used myself. What is arbitrage and how you can make money from this awesome concept? Let's get started and I'll teach you everything you need to know how to be successful using this awesome method. The first thing I want you to know about arbitrage is what it is. Arbitrage is just a way for you to make money from finding something online that is pretty cheap and selling it a lot more expensive. That is how it works. And my job is to find you the location where you're going to be getting the product. Then the next step of the line for you to be successful is to sell it at a much higher price and pocket the money. So that is how you make money online, and this is the simplest way to go about. But it gets a little bit more complicated when it comes to the details of the process. So let me give you some examples and show you how it gets done professionally. So what you really have to do is make sure that the product you're getting is in high demand. You want to make sure that this item, people actually want to get it. So that is the most important thing about arbitrage. You want to find items that are selling and people need them now. That is the first thing about. Second thing that is also very important is that this particular product that you're selling the description is a little bit written in a different way and you have more appealing pictures. You want somebody to buy your item you're selling versus the thousands of other items that are similar or even the same online. So the goal for you is to convince somebody to buy your product versus the other products you already that already out there from the competition. So to do this is very important because there's thousands of other sellers who are selling the same exact thing and doing the same exact thing that you're doing, but you want to be the best one at it. So to be the best one at it, you have to offer some extra things about your product that make somebody really want to get it from you. So you could say customer service, the item description could be much better. You can take a lot better pictures of the item. You can make the item a lot more appealing and interesting as well. So by you being who is making the difference in price and selling this item and making money, you want the people to come to your store and buy it from you. That is the key in this whole process versus them buying it from somebody else. Also with arbitrage, although you're offering the same exact product as everyone else is, you're offering a different customer service. So people actually might be willing to pay the extra money for you because you ship it better, you pack it better, you do it faster, and the description and the item sounds a lot more appealing. Think about Pepsi and Coke for that example. Some people will only buy Coke or some people will only buy Pepsi, and you would think why? It's the marketing, the brand. I mean, somebody else could get Dr. Pepper and think it's much better than the other two brands because they like the commercial more. So the commercial for the product is very important. In fact, if your commercial for this product is good enough, somebody would rather pay the extra money for you for the same exact product that's yours because you made a lot better commercial for it. So it is very important for you to commercialize your product, whatever it is that you're selling. And it doesn't matter if already commercials are out there for the same exact product. You're making your own commercial for it on YouTube. And then in the end, you're posting a link to where you can buy this particular product. Although you can buy the same exact thing somewhere else, people like the convenience of clicking and buying it right away. They want it now. They don't want to wait and search for the best price. They want this particular product from you because you did the extra mile in it. So arbitrage is the concept, but I'm teaching you the extra methods of how you can make sure the sale is yours and the amount of money that people are going to pay, they're going to pay to you versus someone else in this matter. Wholesaling, what it is. Let me get into it and teach you what wholesaling actually is. What it is you're getting a bunch of merchandise from a dropshipper or some other location and selling it yourself. Why do I like wholesaling a lot more than dropshipping? Let me tell you the whole difference between the two and why I like it. Wholesaling is buying a huge quantities of the same item and selling it and making money from this process versus dropshipping is when you actually buy an item and then you drop ship it to its location, but you don't hold the item in your storage. In fact, you don't need any storage whatsoever to do this. So the pluses and minuses of wholesaling and dropshipping is pretty simple. Do you have any place to store the items in? If not, and you lack the location and space, dropshipping is for you. Versus wholesaling is a lot more profitable, but it's not for you if you have no place to store this particular item and you can't store a lot of those merchandise that you'll be selling. Plus, you have to have the packing equipment and everything else that comes along with storage and shipping. So what wholesaling actually is, you're getting a bunch of those products and you're buying it pretty cheap. The more items you buy, the more discount you get. And on the other hand, you also get to keep it at your place. So what are the advantages of you keeping it? For one thing, if you have a bunch of this product in your location and somebody buys it, you can ship it right away from your place. Also, it doesn't matter once you buy it. Once you buy it, the price is already been determined, so you can charge whatever you want for this product. And the location it's stored at is usually your place. Now, some people like to use Amazon FBA and they sell it to that place, and over there it's going to be determined how much the item is going to be priced at, and plus you have to pay them storage fee. And if you don't want to do that, you can store the item in your place and not pay any storage fee. And now, every time the item sells, you pack it, ship it, and that's it, you're done. Why do I like wholesale more? It's much more convenient to have the item on you. Second of all, it saves you a lot of time when it comes to looking up and researching as well. Because with drop shipping, you have to make sure that the item is at its location and whatever price it is going for. And sometimes whatever price it's going for, what happens when it gets a lot higher? Now you have an issue because the price went up and you have to pay the higher price and to ship it. So it's much more convenient for me not to do this. At the same time, you have to do a lot of selling to make money. With dropshipping versus with wholesaling, you don't really have to make that many sales because now you have the product on hand, you got it pretty cheap, and you can sell it at a pretty high price. So that is the big advantages between wholesale and dropshipping. So with wholesale, you can make a lot more money in the end because you bought it for a lot cheaper. So all you have to do is just sell it more expensive. You have the product on you, so the product is already at your location. There is nothing else you need to do here except try to sell it for a lot more money. And that is the main strategy with wholesaling. Selling this particular product for a lot more money. The more money you sell it, the more money you make. Now, it also depends on the time of the year when you're going to make most of the money. What I like to do is in the summer, just gather up as much products as I can with wholesaling, or just getting up as many as I can that are pretty cheap. And then in the winter, when the holiday season is coming, people want to get gifts. That's when you sell most of your products. In fact, you want to get rid of most of your inventory during this time because this is when you get paid. Because people have a lot of demand in the winter, and in the winter is the time you want to get rid of most of your products. And then in the summer, you gather up new products that you'll be selling for next year. And next year, you figure out what worked and what didn't for you. Because in the winter time, you will see what is in demand and what is not. And then you can realize what you want to get rid of and what you should keep for and try it again next year after that. So what happens with a lot of merchants is in the winter time, after the holiday season, they actually discount a lot for the products. The reason they discount it, they don't want to store it for another year because it hasn't been successful. And if your product has not been successful, some merchants rather let it go and put something else that is working than trying to advertise something that's not working anymore. Whereas others will just put the items in storage and just wait for the right time, and the right time usually does come in, and then they sell it for whatever this item is going to be worth or a lot more. So you have two ways to go when you go into wholesaling. The only issue of wholesaling that is very negative about is that it takes a lot of money for you to invest in wholesaling. You're buying a lot of products and then you don't even know if those products are going to sell good or not. So you have to test out the market, and that's why you might lose some money using this method. This method is mostly for advanced sellers, people who know what they're buying and know there is market for them. If you're just starting out, I don't recommend for you to use wholesaling. On the other hand, you can test out the market. I do suggest for you to try it out and test out the product before you'll be buying 100 or even more pieces of it. In fact, I don't suggest for you to get that many pieces or whatever product you're selling when you're just starting out. It is a classic mistake where you think you'll get, hey, I'm going to get a huge bargain buying thousands of those products, and then you realize that none of them are selling. Now you're stuck with a huge amount of merchandise that's not working for you. That's a classic beginner's mistake. And to avoid it, I suggest to avoid wholesaling until you get pretty good at it. And then you get to that level. So wholesaling is not for everybody. It is for people who know what they're doing. They're already in this business long enough to know what they should be buying and what they shouldn't be buying. So what I do recommend for you right now is to do dropshipping. Dropshipping is the way for people who are just starting out. The margins might be lower, but you'll get a lot more money in the process because you're going to make it up with volume. Dropshipping is a very simple concept that's going to make you a huge amount of money online if you do this correctly. What is dropshipping? Dropshipping is just taking something usually from a dropshipping company and shipping it to its destination. It's that simple. But there is a few more concepts you need to know. First of all, you don't really necessarily have to use a dropshipping company to do dropshipping, because there is a lot of other companies who do dropshipping as well without actually being labeled as a dropshipper. It really doesn't matter which company does the dropshipping for you. What it matters is that they deliver the item fast. 2, the prices are low enough, and 3, whenever they ship this particular item, it doesn't say it's coming from them. In fact, it's much better if it says if it's a gift or something else, because let's say, for example, you do drop shipping from Amazon. What is going to happen if you drop ship an item from Amazon that you're selling on eBay? The package that person is going to receive is going to say right on it, Amazon product, and it's going to say it goes straight from Amazon. Is that a good idea? Probably not. The reason it's a bad idea is that the whoever is going to do the review for you, if you're selling this particular item on eBay, is going to say, hey, 1 star for quick shipping. You know why? Because this item was sold from Amazon, and they will just be pretty pissed off because all they had to do is go on Amazon and buy this product. So for you to be profitable in using drop shipping, for example, from a big company or a different kind of company, if you find this product and it's pretty good, I would ship it directly to my location instead. And then, yes, I'm gonna actually take a little hit on the shipping fee, but it doesn't matter for me. And here's another important thing. Let's say, for example, you're using Amazon to ship this item. If you use Amazon Prime and you become a member of that, you ship this item directly to you, to your house. And then you don't have to pay anything because you're already a member of Prime. Now that you got this item in your location, then you ship it to its destination. This way you only pay for shipping only once, and then it goes to its destination and it reaches it. And now the person is happy because you took away the identification of it that says, hey, this item does not come from Amazon. You looked inside to make sure there was nothing there that says there was original receipt or this item was sold originally from Amazon. You don't put any receipt over there. And in fact, you can put your business card in there as well and tell people to buy it from your location. So that's the way you do drop shipping correctly to make money. And that is the smarter way for you to do this and to do this particular business. Now, for you to make a lot of money with dropshipping, you can also go to one of those dropshipping companies, and I'll be teaching you about that more in this course. And then what you're doing is selecting the right one with the right kind of products and selling it for a lot more money on your website or on eBay, Amazon FBA, or whatever other location you decide to do it at. So your goal is to make as much money as possible using every method that I teach you. Now, some of you might be most successful with one method versus another. Dropshipping is an excellent way for you to get started for people who don't have any money right now and are looking to get money to get into this particular business. What is important when you do drop shipping is very simple, and because the margins are not going to be as high as wholesale, what happens is you can make it up in volume, which means you have to sell a huge amount of products. The more products you list on eBay, For example, if you list, let's say, 100 different products, it's more likely one or two of those will actually make a sale. And the more items you have there, the more exposure you get and the more products you actually be selling. So you're actually doing commercial for your own business by listing a lot more products, because you're listing them in different kind of categories, plus you're marking the price up, which means that not all your products are going to be sold. In fact, only a small percentage of them are going to be sold at the price they're at. But that's okay, because that's where you make the big amount of money. So you sell 5 or 6 items every single week, you start to make pretty good cash.